I figured out why you couldn't hear anything. I silenced it because Sugar went nuts as soon as I hit the live button. What's up, guys? I've been just miming this whole time. Oh, those are always my favorite starts when I just mime things for a while. I love it. Okay, let's try that again. What's up, Teresa? Hi, Destiny. Hi, Wallflower. How you guys doing? Try that again. This is my cool tray that I got from Wallflower. New Bijou Bliss. I enjoy it. It has magnets on the inside. Oh, you got sound now. Yay. The magnets are in each of the corners on here and here, so it just sticks right down on there. There's also magnets inside of the stopper, which I really enjoy, so that I don't have to worry about diamonds falling out of it. You're new. All right, wait, who is this? Hello. Angela, welcome. Hi. Let me tell you a little bit about how it works. My name's Naomi. This is House of Miscellanea Diamond Painting, and I'm doing a live on Tuesday afternoons. We do, yeah, and I do kind of a whip and chat sort of thing. I do lives on Tuesdays on YouTube as well as Thursdays on Twitch at 7:30 p.m. Central, and then again on YouTube at 7:30 p.m. Central on Saturdays. So I was just kind of going over my tools. This is a new to me pen, also sent by Wallflower. This is from C'est Plus Beau Tour, which I love their pens. This one has like cinnamon in it. You can see cinnamon and then the metal. I love this pen. It's beautiful and it's nice and chunky. And I like a chunky pen. I am using putty from Butterfly Effect Wares. They are my favorite. This is the Emerald. The reason I like Butterfly Effect Wares putty is because it is a dry putty and I am a hard placer. And then I'm using storage from Craft Mates. It comes in a book. I have like everything taken out of it, but you get all of these different things which fit into what essentially looks like a binder. It looks like a binder that all of the things fit into. Close it up from Craftmates. I love this thing. It snaps closed when you have everything in there, but right now I just have everything taken out of it. They fit into the plastic sleevey things here. You can put them in there and close it on up. It's pretty amazing. But like I said, I have them out just because I was using them. But yeah, you close it up with both sides filled. Obviously, you can put this on a bookshelf, which I really like. It's about the right size for that. But because I'm using all the diamonds, I had all the diamonds out. What else? Anything else? No, that's it. That's pretty much it. Putty stuff. You're in the UK. Well, if you're in the UK, you can order putty from Butterfly Effect Wares. Your shipping's going to kill you a little bit because Butterfly Effect Wares is US based. What I do recommend is if you are new to diamond painting in general, Kat's Diamond Painting, she is in the UK and she sells putty. She has her own YouTube channel and Kat is absolutely amazing. This pen company is in France, so you would probably save a little bit, at least in super international shipping there. I forget where Bijou Bliss is. I believe they're out of Canada. Oh, thank you for your subscribe. I appreciate that, Angela. But there are lots of UK-based putty companies. The diamond painting that I'm working on right now is from Diamond Art Club. I know that Diamond Art Club has a UK-based fan group. And they're on Facebook. It's DAC Fans UK, I think is what it's called. But if you're curious about where to pick up different putty or things of that nature, trays that are local to you, highly recommend checking out that Facebook group. I'll type it into, you're not on Facebook. Okay. You know what you could do? join our Discord channel, the Discord group, if you're familiar with Discord at all. And there's a few people on that Discord that are from the UK. I've put the link into the chat. If you're not familiar with Discord, it's free to join. It doesn't cost you anything. And it's really simple to use once you figure out what in the heck you're doing. If you need a quick walkthrough, I can definitely help you out, or somebody can help you out. The Discord has about, there's like 104 of us now, but there's people from all over the place that are on there. A couple people that come to mind right away, like Marie, she is in Ireland, so she might be able to help you out with UK or at least Europe-based companies that aren't going to cost you as much for shipping purposes. I don't really do much with Facebook myself either, so I completely understand. Okay, so the painting that I am working on, I'm looking for the picture. There's so many things in here. Here we are. This is Teffy. This is the one that I'm working on right now. And I am like right over here in her face. That's where I'm at for this diamond painting. I decided to pick her back up again because I have not worked on her in a little minute, and I finished my other round in like record time, literally record time. Kat, hello. Listening while at work. Hope things are doing all right at the museum. But yeah, if you want to join the Discord, if you're not familiar with Discord, like I said, it's free. All you have to do is have a Discord account. Doesn't cost you anything. And then you can join up. Basically, the stuff that you're going to see on the sides are, if you think of each of those little categories as like different forums, and each one has its own topic or subject or whatever. But if you post literally anywhere in there and you say, hey, I'm new, can somebody help me find whatever? Somebody will be able to help you. Definitely. We also, after the lives, we tend to go on to voice chat on there. So if you're interested and you have either a phone or a PC that allows you to, like has a microphone in it, you can join us on, or headphones or whatever you happen to use. You can join us on the chat. We love new people, and ask questions in there, and I'm certain that somebody would be able to help you. Marie is usually on, because I do this afternoon live mostly because I like to have something for people who are international to have a live to watch, because there aren't any really in the afternoons. How do you make the popping sound when you put the diamonds on there? Okay, so I am using putty specific. Well, actually right now I have DAC putty in the top of my single placer. The reason it's making the popping sound is because what's happening is the diamonds, right? They're on the putty on there. And when you set them down and pick them up, it sort of like it sticks to the glue, but pops off of the putty sound. Like that's what you're getting. So if you want really good pops, highly recommend picking up putty instead of wax. Like the pink wax, it just makes better sounds, in my opinion. Good question, Kim, and welcome to the live. I don't know if I've seen you before, Kim, but welcome. What is the best diamond art to start with, round or square? Another really great question, Angela. What I recommend to people, if you're not really familiar with diamond painting, you can pick up really kind of cheap. I mean, I say cheap, they're inexpensive. You can get inexpensive diamond paintings, which are good quality, but more or less, if you're going to buy from like Temu, Amazon, AliExpress, you're going to get a cheap diamond painting. Okay. I usually recommend starting with a round if you're getting from a place that is like cheap. Okay. If you're getting an inexpensive right? Because there is a difference. You can start with squares, but if you're going with a company that is like super cheap, they tend to have a lot of garbage so that you end up with cupped drills, meaning, here, I'll show you some trash from like what trash looks like. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get this close enough. All right, so when you're dealing with this on a white, when you're dealing with a company that has inexpensive or cheap drills, you end up with really badly cupped drills, meaning that the bottoms, the undersides are curved. I don't know if you can see that. It's really bad. Like this one right there is really bad. They end up really badly cupped and they don't like to stick to the glue, okay? So when you're dealing with a company that is a little cheaper, you're going to end up with more trash like this, that stuff that's not going to stick to your diamond painting, or it's going to be poorly shaped. It might not be perfectly square. So I would not recommend starting with a square painting from a cheap shop. If you're going with Marie, I'm so glad that you're here. I was literally just talking about you. I'll back to that in 1 second. But if you're going with a company like Diamond Art Club, which is a little more expensive, but higher quality, you can definitely start with a square. It's just their grid is very tight. And so your placement has to be very precise. What I do recommend is you can start with something like this. The museum edition is from Paint Gem. Paint Gem is online at paintgem.com. Right there. Whoop, paintgem.com. These boxes run about 34, 35 bucks plus shipping. I don't know how much shipping is to the UK. Just keep that in mind. That's what I needed to ask you about, Marie. Angela, who is new in the chat, she is looking for some putty companies in the UK and or good diamond painting companies in the UK, where she can get stuff that might not cost as much to ship. Can you get putty on Temu? Do I just look up putty? Kim, what I would recommend doing, are you in the US? Because that makes a difference. If you're looking for putty specifically, I would start on Etsy. There's lots of different companies that sell putty, but the few that I highly recommend, Oklahoma. Okay. The few that I highly recommend are, and I'll put them in the chat. There's Butterfly Effect Wares. There's Putty Crocker. All of these are on Etsy. And then Patsy's Putty. Those are 3 really great companies that you can find on Etsy. And that's for US based people. That's a good place to start looking is Etsy for putties. I love putty personally better than wax. Hi, Christine. Welcome. Awesome. All right, cool. But for starters, as far as like rounds or squares, if you're going with a cheap company, I would go with rounds. But you can get something from Paint Gem if you want to practice squares. This is what I did. I went to Paint Gem and I picked up, this is the museum edition. Like I said, it's about 35 bucks plus shipping. You get these 5x7s and you can find knockoffs of this on Temu or AliExpress or whatever. But there's just these little diamond paintings, right? And this one is all based on like famous artworks, obviously. You got little baby, but they're squares. You can see that. They're squares. And you're going to run into a lot less trash drills or drills that are misshapen or things like that. And it will give you a chance to practice your squares on something that isn't like a huge canvas, because when you're starting out, you're going to want to stick with something a little bit smaller, right? The other thing that is really important to note, if you're not going with a company that sells licensed diamond paintings, because if they're selling licensed diamond paintings, they understand about size already. If you're expensive or cheap, bigger is always better, because otherwise the picture you think that you're getting is not going to look like you think it's going to look. I'll give you an example, okay? So here is a little diamond painting that I got, just a cheap one from like Temu, or actually I think I got this on Amazon. Really cute little thing, right? Cute, looks okay. It, especially in the camera, it looks okay. But in person, something that is this size, which is a 30 centimeter by 30 centimeter, it actually looks really pixelated. And sometimes you'll get a very detailed image. You're going to think like, oh my God, it's going to look amazing. And then you get it and you're so disappointed with how bad it looks. This one looks good because it's 30 by 30. Now, if I was getting this any smaller, it wouldn't be very good. But like up close when you're looking at it, still looks pretty okay in the camera. In person, meh, it's okay. It's not awesome, but well, hello, Teresa. You're in Cleveland. I'm in Wisconsin, so I'm not super, super far. I did tell Angela about getting onto the Discord. So I hope that some of you guys join up on the Discord. We have a really great community there, lots of new people. So you can get all kinds of questions answered, all that sort of thing. Wow. Yeah, you know what I found is that a lot of the people who watch my channel end up being like Midwesty. I don't know what it is. Weird. We always get this like Midwest connection going on. um, but yeah, I would, Angela, if you can, I would highly, highly, highly recommend joining the Discord. Tank, what's going on? Haven't seen you in a minute. Hi, Stacy. Welcome. Lots of new people today. I'm so happy to see so many new people. That's awesome. Well, now, okay, to ask a question then, are you guys new to diamond painting or just new to the channel? If you're new to the channel, welcome. I do lives every Tuesday on YouTube as well as Saturday nights, Tuesday afternoons, and then Thursdays on Twitch. I like to do lives because one, meeting new people, two, that way if you have questions, you can get them answered right away. You live in Wisconsin too, Stacy? Well, hello. Hello, neighbor. Well, I'm glad that you subscribed, Angela. I appreciate that. I hope you find lots to enjoy. Yeah, I like the idea of being able to answer questions like, you know, right there on the spot if you have them. We've been a little all over the place, but that's okay. Tuesday we usually do trivia. We don't have to do trivia. It's just what we do on Tuesdays. I found that people enjoyed it, found it fun. And yeah, so that's how that started up. But if you have any other diamond painting questions, please, please, please feel free to ask anything you like. We've talked a little bit about putty. We've talked about rounds and squares. Oh man, you know, the other thing that is important to know is whether or not when you're picking a putty is whether or not you're a hard or a soft placer. You know what I'm saying? Not new, just MIA for a while. That's okay, Christine. Marilyn Monroe. Your husband was related to Marilyn Monroe? That's really cool. That'd be a cool little story for a diamond painting. Ugh. Yeah, you know, and then like even with rounds, I can't show you on that. That's too light. I'll show you in this tray. Even with rounds, Diamond Art Club switched over to resin drills, and I'm kind of glad that they did because some of their old acrylic drills were kind of trashy. Like, I'm trying to get this one to flip over so I can show you. It's got like extra stuff on the side. Come on now. There we go. You can kind of see how this one has all that excess material on the outside of it. That's another thing that you have to watch for when you go with like cheap drills or cheap companies. Now that Diamond Art Club does resin, I don't have this problem anymore, but this is an old kit, a really old kit. Or Stacy, where are you from in Wisconsin? New to the channel. I've been painting back up after a break. Ooh, okay, okay. We all need breaks sometimes. I'm in southern Wisconsin. Like north trips because it's freaking gorgeous up north. Or Door County. We do a lot of Door County trips too. Because again, Door County is just stunning. Sometimes you got to get the heck away from wherever you're at. But I'm like I-90 corridor, southern Wisconsin. Which is just the best place ever. Note the heavy sarcasm. La Crosse. Oh, okay. See, now La Crosse is really, really beautiful too. That area. Haunted is all get out though. You got some serious hauntings up in that La Crosse area. Appleton, another really haunted Wisconsin place. My daughter is moving up by her dad in Eau Claire sometime next year. What a small world that you guys know some of the same people. That's crazy. Crazy. All right, we got any more white? Yes, we do. So anyways, all of that, I'm so glad that there's new people. So what we usually do on Tuesdays is we like to play some trivia. Like I said, if you have any questions though, like diamond painting related questions, please feel free to ask. Otherwise, I will go on with business as usual with regard to our trivia. So we left off with trivia about animals, and we didn't even finish our animals by region. We have so many freaking regions left to cover with regard to our animal trivia. So I figured I would just keep up with the animal trivia and get us going on that again. Get my next color ready here so I don't get it. But I'll hold off on the trivia a little bit longer. Usually like to wait until we have, a good group. How many diamonds? Oh, wow. Okay. You like my Egyptian tattoos? Got it. Yeah. That has a little story behind it. Born on Long Island. Oh, that's cool. On a 30 by 40, can you tell me how many diamonds are on the picture? Well, I can estimate for you. Let's see. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I feel like there's 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Trying to get to about the halfway point. 1, 2, 2, 3, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 39. Okay, so like 40, 80 by 80. 80 by 80 is 1600. If there's about 1600, well, okay. If there's about 1600 on a 30 by 30, give or take. That would be trying to do math. I am not a math person. So give or take another probably 100 or two. Um, for instance, that is on a 30 by 30. On a painting that I am working on right now, this one right here, I'm working on this one separately. This one is called Solstice, okay? This one is a 65 by 92 and it has 96,309 diamonds on it. So the bigger you go, definitely the more diamonds you get. For sure. Oh, please, Kim, please chat as much as you want because otherwise it's just me talking and then I get real chatty about nothing. I could talk about nothing for well, at least 24 hours. I did a live back in May, my first live, my first official live. And that, well, my first YouTube live, I should say. And I diamond painted for 24 hours straight without stopping, no breaks. I didn't even take a break to like eat or like I may have gone to the bathroom twice. But I I was it was just me and then the people that were in the chat room and I'm telling you if I did not have the people in the chat, I would have been so lost because I would have had to have come up with all of the topics to talk about by myself. So you chat as much as you want. Please. It helps me out too. Because then I can answer questions and, whatever. I don't mind at all. And then, like I was saying, usually after the lives, we do what's called Discord after dark or Discord after the lives, whatever. And we go on Discord onto the voice chat and all of us chat. It's sort of like we like to think of it like a stitch and bitch, only it's instead of being a stitch and bitch, it's what do we call it? A bitch and dip is what Marissa came up with. Um, Marissa is from the channel Diamonds and Thoughts, and I thought bitch and dip works for me. But more or less, we're just all kind of diamond painting and chatting about whatever. Um, it's a way to, talk to other adult people and diamond paint at the same time. Sometimes, like, we'll even share our video of what we're working on or whatever. I tried to direct conversation sometimes. Yeah, Sarah, you were very helpful. I appreciate it. Sarah is one of my mods. She occasionally gets timed out by other mods when she's not looking. And Sarah has been around with me since before I had a YouTube channel, actually. She's been around since it was just me on Reddit talking to people. That's another place, actually, Angela, that you can, well, all of you really. There's a Reddit /r/diamond painting, and there's lots of people on that particular community. Now, keep in mind, each community is going to be like its own thing as far as like how friendly people are going to be or whatever. I've found that the Reddit community is actually pretty good. There are going to be toxic people on there, but I think that that's like, just typical of any community, really. Yeah, you went straight to jail for like 24 full hours. Noelle didn't know what she was doing. It was a whole thing. But every community, I feel like, has its own kind of vibe. Oh, the other thing, Sarah, will you do me a favor, please, and link the video things I wish I knew before I started diamond painting and pop that into the chat? That's another video that you guys can watch of mine that might help you out. There's a couple tutorial videos. Another one's like how to pick the best diamond painting for your budget and some other things, but that one, things I wish I knew before I started diamond painting, has like a lot of information in it. It has abbreviations people use that you might go like, what the hell are you talking about? Um, things that maybe you want to know, things I knew I wanted to know before I started diamond painting. So if you check out that video, that might be super useful for you too. Um, but there's, like I said, there's other tutorial videos that I have, but that one is a good place to start, or like how to pick the best diamond painting for your budget. I thought about doing one about squares and rounds, and honestly, I probably should, because that question has come up a few times. A few times. But, well, snaps, guys. Shall we get into some trivia? I think we can and we should, because trivia is fun. The way that it works is I ask questions. Everything is on the honor system. So thank you, Sarah. Sarah just put a link in the chat about that things I wish I knew before I started diamond painting. And it's a bit long and it's very detailed. I tend to overthink things. So if you're wondering, are these things that you really wish, all these things that you knew? Yes, all of them. Really. Seriously. But it's very in depth. Should answer lots of questions you didn't even know you had. But for me, it was like just I had so many questions. Tiny square diamond paintings. I like the smaller squares. I mean, granted, I work on huge pieces and little pieces and whatever, but the paint gems, I like those a lot. I mean, Diamond Art Club has their own versions now of the like paint gem style, which are lovely. A little less expensive, but you get less paintings. You only get 6 in those. And paint gems, it's anywhere from like 8 to 16, depending on what set you pick up. And then, like I said, you can find knockoffs on Amazon and AliExpress and whatever. But okay, so on the honor system, we do trivia. If you Google things and you answer with Google, and that's your business. And I don't get mad at you. There's really like, it's sort of like whose line is it anyway? The points are made up or the questions are made up and the points don't matter. The points don't matter. We just pretty much do it for fun. We found it was something to kill time with on a Tuesday afternoon. So that's what we came up with, was Trivia Tuesdays. We cover topics from, like, we had a Buffy week, we've had animals and anatomy, all kinds of stuff. It's usually based off of what you guys pick, and someone asked for animals by region. So that is what I've got ready for you guys for trivia. Like I said, while we're doing trivia, if you have other questions, please ask. I am happy to answer anything you've got. But let me start with, all right, we left off on, can I explain DMC and also where do I get the numbers and symbols? Okay, so DMC is the color coding chart that companies use. Now, some less expensive companies do not use the DMC color chart for their list. This is all based off of stitch floss, the embroidery floss that you get for cross stitch. And the DMC refers to all of the different colors that you're going to see in the diamonds, right? And they all have corresponding numbers. And every one of them has a name. So, like, for instance, if we look at this one, all these numbers in the 3800s, and then it'll tell you, oh, it's dark raspberry, and it gives you an example of color. I only use this book when I get my colors mixed up. I otherwise do not use this. There's a reason. on all of the diamond paintings that you buy, it has its own colors that come with it, the diamonds that you need, right? And then let me close this up for a second so I can show you. Let's get out, grab this one because it's close. Tears of Venus, because it's a lot too. When you buy a kit, even if it is an extremely cheap kit that you purchase from AliExpress or whatever, everything that you need is going to be inside of your bag or your box that you buy. It's going to come with a toolkit, it's going to come with the diamonds, and it's going to come with your canvas. Okay. So this one is a Diamond Art Club. They're a little more expensive, but I personally go for quality over quantity. That's a personal choice. Because it takes longer to work on something the size that these are. You don't have to worry about buying as many of them because you're going to work on one piece for a longer time. Some pieces, depending on how fast you go, or whether or not you use a multi-placer, which is this thing right here, could take you a short amount of time or a long amount of time. But with the DMC, what you're looking for is each thing comes with the diamonds that you're going to need, and then it's going to have, those diamonds have a corresponding number on them, okay? So when you're looking at them, see this says 317, 312, 815. That's the DMC color number, okay? Now, when you're looking at that, all of your diamond paintings that you get are going to have drill symbols down the side, okay, or top or wherever it happens to be. And it's going to tell you the serial number, the code, which is the symbol, okay, and then the DMC. And then it's going to give you a number. So you know that when you're doing serial number 1, it corresponds with a symbol, that is the number 1, and the color 132. So when you're looking for a 1 on your canvas, right there, there's 1. So when you're looking for a number 1, you know that you're looking for the color 132. And what's nice about Diamond Art Club specifically, or other premium companies, like there's lots of them out there. This just happens to be the one I pulled, okay? They also come with a sticker sheet that shows you artwork, and it comes with the stickers that have the symbols on it, so that when you get your diamonds put away into storage or bags, if you want to work out of bags, you're going to know what you're looking for because it'll be on your sticker, which is very handy. But you don't need to get a color chart book like that unless you like drop your drills or something like that. But all the premium kits that you get, or even cheap kits that you get, are going to come with, or should come with, everything that you need. It should be your diamonds, it should be a canvas, and at the very least, a toolkit, which most toolkits are pretty, just plain Jane. This is an old Diamond Art Club toolkit, but this is about what you're going to get in a cheap or inexpensive kit, which is a little tray, some baggies. You're going to get a little tray, which is usually about this size in the cheaper kits, some baggies. You're going to get wax, maybe 1 or 2 waxes, depending. The darker the wax, the better the wax is. And then a pen, sometimes with a squishy, sometimes not. Depends on the company. You know what I mean? But it comes with a pen and a squishy. And then maybe it might even come with what's called a multi-placer, which is one of these things right here. That goes on the other side of your pen so that you can lay more than 1 diamond at a time. And then when you get your wax, you're just going to take your pen. You make sure you take the plastic off the wax or you're not going to be able to get into it. And then you're going to stab your pen into the wax. See, you put a little hole in it. But now I've got wax in my pen so that when I'm ready to lay down diamonds, there we go. I'm not going to lay a diamond on anything, but you can see, you can pick up diamonds now with your little stylus because it's got wax on it. Now I use putty, but I've I went years using the wax just fine with no issues. I just moved over to putty because it works better for me. That's just a preference. Um, it's all on you as to how much you want to spend. If you want to, you have some really great companies in the UK for licensed painting kits. They're a little expensive, however, well worth it. You've got Diamond Painting Deutschland. You've got Diamond Art Studio UK. They have beautiful kits. I have one from Diamond Art Studio UK from Helkioro, which is an artist that they have. Absolutely gorgeous paintings over at Diamond Art Studio. But everything that you need should be in the kit that you buy. So whatever it is that you decide to pick up from whatever company, at the very least, you're going to get a canvas, you're going to get diamonds, and you're going to get a little baby size toolkit. Yeah, Marie, good point. If you're looking for storage, or even a can, if you go to artdot.com, you can they have diamond paintings, really good diamond paintings. They have storage, they have trays, they have release papers. They have a tray kit which gives you 10. It's one this size. And well, it's a bunch this size and this size. There's 10 total trays that you can get. You can get relief paper that comes with washi tape and a cutter, which I don't use. They have diamond paintings at Art Dot. They've got diamond paintings at Art Dot. Those also come with everything that you need. And I have a code where you can save 10%. And it is NAO10, which I put into the chat for you to look at. But they have all kinds of good stuff at Art Dot, including all sorts of storage solutions, diamond paintings, diamond painting supplies. Thank you, Marie. Look at you looking out for me like that. Look at that. And I believe that they drop ship. So everything that you're getting, I believe is the same shipping cost in the UK, but I'm not positive. Don't quote me on that because I don't know for sure. But hopefully that's helpful to you. Where can I find a good belly dancer and Egypt diamond paintings? Oh, so there's a beautiful one actually that was just restocked. On Diamond Art Club. It's called A Set. Can I find it? Let's see. Diamond Art Club. It's beautiful. It's by Chrisabug. Goddess of Magic and Healing. Oh, she's beautiful. Hold on, I'm gonna send you a link. I'll put a link in the chat. This is a beautiful Egyptian goddess. She's the goddess of magic and healing. As far as licensed diamond paintings, you can also check out the one with the diamond art is what it's called. I have a code for there too, I believe, don't I? Yes, I do. It's the one with the diamond art code is HOMDP10. For the one with the diamond art. And then, because I know they have some, Pam Diamond Painting, I feel like has Egyptian artwork as well. Yeah, Sarah, it's a hard one. Today turned into a crash course on diamond painting. I love it. I love it. It's my favorite. Let's see. Make sure I didn't miss any questions. No, I didn't miss any other question. Um, but yeah, so that's a little bit of a crash course on what a DMC color chart is and what the DMC codes are and all that fun stuff. Uh, I've actually never done a special shaped diamond painting. Like I've had I've had a couple that had special shapes like included with them, but I haven't done one of the ones that's like, cut out or whatever, and then it has like diamond shaped diamonds or whatever. I've never done one of those. Thought about it, but I just never got around to it. I've had a couple of places that reached out, asking if I wanted to promote their stuff or whatever, but they're all unlicensed. And then when I look on their site, I don't mind unlicensed. That's not the problem. The problem is when I go on their site and then they have like just scads of stolen artwork on there. I can't do that. I won't do that. And then I end up seeing things like Mrs. Butter D or uh what have you. Nope. I can't do that. I can't I can't promote a place that I know is selling stolen diamond paintings from artists who, should get paid for their work. That is a personal preference. Where people shop is their business, and I'm not judging anybody for where they decide to spend their money. That's just how I feel about it. Um So there have been a couple places, but I just nah. I got them scruples. Oh, whoops. The wrong color on there. Oopsie poopsies. That's the other nice thing about diamond painting versus doing like a color by number or a um stitch, because that is kind of where diamond painting comes from, is the cross stitch world. Did I put the wrong color on all of these? No. Okay, I was like, wait a second. Um, the nice thing is if you make a mistake, you can just pick it off. Oh, it isn't the wrong color. Okay. Imagining. If you do lay the wrong color down though, you can just pick it off of the glue. Like it's not that serious. I think, yeah, that's this blue and this white for this diamond painting are so close in that it's hard to tell that there's a difference between the two colors at all. I have a pain in the butt. Um, but I have been diamond painting for roughly, well, on and off for 5 years. I started 5 years ago, but I took a very long break when I started working at my last job because I was working so many hours. And then when I left that job back in November, I started diamond painting like pretty much just all day, every day. And now it's like kind of what I do. Um, this Bijou Bliss tray works really well with the Craftmates, so I'm enjoying that. Only thing is, occasionally a diamond will get stuck underneath the magnet, but that's my fault. That's not their fault. It's glued it. So I glued it back in there. Um, so how did you guys find diamond painting? Like uh what led you here? You were just looking up diamond painting and saw a live and decided to go, hey, I'm going in there. Let me jump right on in. Makes me happy though when there's new people. That's when I feel like I'm in my element because always kind of I've always enjoyed showing people how to do things, or like, just showing people how to do stuff. Education is something I've always liked. I never I learn differently than others do. And so I try to show people in a different way because I'm the kind of person that I learn by example. If I can see somebody do it once, uh, like in person or on a video or whatever, um, I'm able to learn a lot easier than just, somebody explaining it to me and then sort of sending me on my way to try and do it. Uh, they call that kinesthetic learning. I'm very hands-on. I like to try something out before I fully decide I hate it. Wanted to get to try it as I look. Oh yeah, beautiful. Yes, there are some very beautiful pictures. Very, very beautiful. Change from you doing crocheting. Um, I I can't crochet, but I can knit. I can knit a very bad scarf, or I can knit a very bad hat. And that's about it. I started out actually doing cross stitch, so, um, and I would start a project with cross stitch and then I would abandon it very quickly because I would mess something up in the middle and I'd get so upset I would throw it into a box and never look at it again because I realized how much work I would have to do to undo what I'd done wrong. And that was always very frustrating for me. I don't I don't like to be wrong. I don't like to be wrong. Like, even with this, I could lay a wrong diamond and probably never notice that I did it. Uh, but it's one of those, and even with cross stitch, you could lay one wrong stitch and nobody would ever notice. However, when you do a whole line, like off one, the whole thing is off. And then, like I said, it's work to try and get it back apart in order to start back. It was just too much. So when I found diamond painting and how if I made a mistake, because I've put like the completely wrong color down before on one, one of the symbols, realized it, and then gone back and removed all those diamonds and that still took less time than it ever did when I messed up on cross stitch. So I just never, I don't know. I stopped doing cross stitch and I never picked it back up again. Um and crocheting, my mom could crochet, but I just could never get the knack for it. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like, my fingers don't want to do that. Um and this is enough, like, it's enough of an art and craft that I feel like I'm making a piece of art, but at the same time, like, I don't have to really do anything terribly messy because everything is, well, until you've spilled your drills all over the floor and then it's messy. That's never fun. Everybody does it at least once. Um In fact, on one of my whipping chats, one of my videos, I spill diamonds all over the place, and it was like, well, that just happened. Um, I feel like everybody does it, like I said, it at least once, if not way more than once. uh, the nice thing about some companies is, with licensed diamond painting companies, is like if you drop all of your diamonds of one color on the floor, then they will send you replacements. Not all companies do that, but a lot of them do. Where if you do make a mistake like that, or you can buy replacements, I suppose. Tried knitting, but ended up with too many holes, then started crocheting. But yeah, uh, I don't know why I can knit and not crochet. I don't know why it's easier with two needles than one, but I think it's the having it around the finger and then, like, I don't know. I don't know what it is and why I can't crochet. I've tried multiple times and I just cannot do it. I think I'm trying to make it too tight when I crochet or something. I don't know. I don't know. It's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing how bad I am. But this one, I don't know. It's just, it was one of those things that finally stuck, and it itches all the right parts of my brain that like things to be just so, and doing something tedious and kind of, like, I want to say monotonous, but it is monotonous. Uh, just doing the same things over and over again, like very repetitive. You can kind of get into like this meditative place with it, and I like that. Oh, I suppose I was supposed to be doing trivia stuff. Got a USP order from Loving Care Maban. Oh, I'm so jealous of Maban. Really bad. She's on my wish list, but I couldn't um I couldn't justify, because I'm like broke. So I couldn't really justify buying those one, like that one in particular, when it came out. So I think um when I have some money again, like sold some more pens, because I've got a bunch of pens that need turning and things like that. Once I get the pens that I want to get done made, I can sell some more pens and maybe pick up some more paintings. But until then, I gotta hold off. Hello, diamonds around the world. But yeah, Mabon is beautiful. Oh, she's lovely. I like the one that came out right after her too. Oh, what was that one called? Was that one called Witch's New Year? Witch's New Year, maybe. Beautiful painting. I mean, it basically looks the same as Mabon, but with different colors. Like, that's pretty much it. Uh, Things that I recommend that you spend some money on when you start out with diamond painting, like if you decide, hey, this is something that I'm really gonna like, it's something I want to keep doing. Um, Places I highly recommend that you spend money on, getting more quality products for. One is a diamond painting tray. Like, I have a diamond painting tray here. It's bigger, it has higher walls on it, because there's a huge difference between the cheapy one that I showed you, this little dinky thing that you will drop drills out of. There's a huge difference between this little itty bitty, like, it barely has any walls on it. The diamonds go flying out of it, like it's dinky. If you're doing larger pieces, like, this is not getting you very far, especially when you compare it to like this one. A diamond painting tray upgrade is massive. The other thing, even if you're not getting a super fancy, expensive diamond painting pen, you can pick up just a chunkier pen from Amazon has them. I sell diamond painting pens that I make myself, but you can get uh let's see. Oh, I don't have any more Amazon ones. I think I got rid of all of those. I did. But you can get inexpensive ones from like Amazon, two for 20 bucks, 15 bucks, 12 bucks. I don't know, they're not very expensive. They're they're thinner than this one is, but I have issues with carpal tunnel, and so I need a thicker pen. I have to use something really, really thick, but you can go a lot thinner. You can go, I mean, you could go even thicker than this, I suppose. There's ones that are shaped like eggs. Um, just kind of depends. Hi, Jamie. Neighbor invited me over for dinner because she made too much. Ooh, all right. Yeah, I'll be on the chat later, Jamie, on Discord. We're just doing kind of some tutorial things right now because we have some new people that are in the chat. Yeah, yeah, Stacy, I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Ain't me jealous. Uh, and the other thing, besides the tray and a better pen, is storage. Now, if you like to work out of the plastic, like just plastic baggies, you can work out of plastic baggies. I have some pieces that I work on like that. But you're still going to need some sort of a system for, like holding those bags in place or whatever, but some kind of storage. And Art Dot really has all of those things, except for pens. I don't think that they have larger pens. I don't remember. I don't believe so. Um, but definitely upgrading for that. I would do as soon as you figure out that you really like diamond painting and it's something that you want to stick to, highly recommend upgrading those tools at least. And you only need to do it once, really. Once you found a good, like, there are only 3 trays that I use. Um, this one is a recent one that was sent to me, so I just started using this one. But I have one from Firefly. The trash trays right here, but I have one from Firefly. I have cat proof trays, and then this Bijou Bliss one that was just sent to me. Um, if you find a tray that you need, you don't have to get a million of them. And then with pens, these things are just pretty. And like I make them so, like I've got a variety of different pens that I use. Like this is one that I made for myself. This one is called an intention pen. This one I made. It's got stones in it and it's got herbs in it and it is for good fortune. Um, all that said, you only need to get one pen really that works for you. You don't have to spend a gajillion dollars on it. It's really up to you though. If you're not gonna stick with it, then don't spend the money until you know that you will. Working with putties and waxes and all the other accessories, like you find those things out later as you kind of go along. But I worked for years with just a stylus, like just the regular pen. Um, so I just couldn't do it anymore. My hand was cramping up and was burning the next day when I'd wake up. So I had to get better pens, just had to. The tray is so that I can, put more in it and work on, uh, keep working without having to keep pouring diamonds into the tray and or spilling them all over the place because the sides aren't tall enough. But those are things that I would highly recommend that you spend on right away if you're going to. And there's all kinds of Etsy shops where you can get um, trays and diamond painting pens, uh, or you can talk to your friendly local Naomi and if you want to get pens, because I make custom ones, but that's for later. We didn't do much trivia today, guys. It's okay. We're chatting. Any other questions, you guys? Anything else you really want to know? Um, the other thing that I really like got myself into is using a multi-placer. Like I use my multi-placer more, I think, than my single placer. I in fact use my multi-placer to single place. Because then I just put diamonds on either side of it and then place 2 single ones at a time. Do, 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 do. Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, it's all pretty much in like what you're looking to spend in the long run. Oh, Angela, you're very welcome. You are very, very welcome. I hope that you do get a chance to join the Discord because there's all kinds of information in there. Lots of people that are incredibly friendly and like to help out. All right, time to put some new putty in my placer here. So if you are not familiar with how to replace your putty, do that really quick too. I'm using a placer from Diamond Art Club, but you know, there's all different varieties of multi-placers you can use, plastic, metal, whatever. I just like these because I've found that the wider metal ones, they like my diamonds just go into them. But I take some tweezers, my little murder tweezers that you get with your square kits, and I take out like just the top layer of putty. You don't even have to take all of it out of there because you're not using the stuff that's at the bottom, right? So I just leave that like half of it in there and I take the top section off. And then with putty, it's like it's sort of, well, this stuff is pretty and green. And it smells, oh, smells really good. I don't know what the emerald is supposed to smell like from Butterfly Effect Wares, but it smells really good. And then you just take your multi-placer and you just kind of stab into it and take some off. And then you want it to be flat against the top. It doesn't have to be perfectly flat against the top, but it needs to be mostly flat against the top. Otherwise, you're going to end up getting putty all over your diamond painting, and that will not be good. Yes, come and join us. Hello, Viola. Biggest tip for high confetti canvases. Oof. I am working on a high confetti canvas right now. Not right this minute, but on a piece, I'll actually grab it and I'll show it to you. This piece that I'm working on is a Josephine wall from the one with the diamond art. Let me get it down for you. I'll show it to you. Talk about confetti. It has 200 colors. Yep, you heard that right. 200 colors. And I'll show you a few squares that I've gotten done on it. It's absolutely beautiful. It is a breathtaking piece. It has a lot of confetti because it has 200 colors. Now, when you're looking at it like this, it looks like a picture, like a normal picture, but when you see how many different colors each square has, it's a lot. This is a lot of confetti. Okay. For instance, I even wrote it down because I wanted to know how many colors I used on the squares. This one square right here with the peacock feather, okay? That has 111 different colors just in this one square. 11 colors. And that is a 4-inch by 4-inch square. Hi, Lord. Hi, Lisbeth. Welcome. So that is about as high color count as you can get and high confetti. When you look at the actual like canvas, you can see there are not many repeating symbols. It is a lot of different symbols. First and foremost, when you're working with a high color count kit or high confetti, it's important. Oh, bump, sorry. It is important with a high color count or high confetti count kit to make sure that you have your storage set up in a way that makes sense to you. Now, in some instances, that might be looking at the different symbols. So, for instance, on that one, hold on. I grab my storage for it and show you what it is because it's crazy. For 200 colors, like it's not something that most people want to tackle. And understandably, because it's a lot of colors. When you're doing a high color count kit and you need to know where 200, and that's not even all of them. There's this one and that one up to here are all more colors, right? It's really important to know when you're doing high color count or high confetti where your colors are. Now mine, this one, I have separated all of the different symbols, all the different colors that I have by actual color. So I've gone like my whites and my tans are here into peaches and my pinks, and then oranges, well, reds into oranges, into yellow. I went down the rainbow. You can kind of see. I went down the rainbow with my colors. There's greens, and then my more greens and green blues into blue and purple are here, so that when I'm looking at the specific color on the canvas, I know what color, where to look for the color in here, right? So if you've got a high confetti canvas and it changes color a lot, because that's usually what happens with the high confetti canvas, you're going to want to know where to find the colors that you need to put on the canvas. So that's really important, knowing how you're going to set it up. You could set it up so that it's symbols that look similar to each other, or you could set it up so that it's in color order, or you could put it in DMC order. Like most of my kits end up being in DMC color, whatever the serial is on the side of the canvas. But it's important to know where your colors are going to be at, because they're hard to find when you have a lot of them. And then beyond that, the other important thing is to start with the colors that jump out at you first. So if you're, and I do that even with like color blocking kind of canvases, you're going to want to pick something that is easy to see. If it grabs your eye and it grabs your attention, then that means it's easy for you to see. So start with those easy to see ones first. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Angela, I have different types of storage. Like, that's one that you can get from Art Dot. That's a 420 count storage thing. It has, their jars, their little screw-on jars. And these can fit about, what did we determine? Oh, was it 1,600? About 1,600 diamonds fit into one of these. I think that's what Jamie told me. But there's other kinds of storage too, like the one that I'm using here. I'm going to put these in here so you can see what it looks like. This is from Craftmates. Let me get these here. This is another kind of storage that you can buy. It's like a book that you can put up on your shelf, like a binder, right? Whoop. So you throw stuff out of it. This is a different kind. There are 56 containers in this. They're really good sized containers too. They fit quite a bit in here, because of the size. There's this kind. Another kind that I use is, oh, where did it go? There it is, over here. Hiding. There's this kind. Start with a 30 by 40 square. That's a good one. That's a good one. This is another kind right here. This is from Art Dot. I think these run like $8 or $9, something like that. And they're just like little Tic Tac containers. Just little Tic Tac containers, right? And they pop open like that and you pour them out. These are great for like small projects. I mean, but even larger projects, like I just finished a canvas called Heidi, which is what the picture is on here. This kit, I just finished that. That was a 68.7 by 55.8 centimeters. And it had 63 colors. This has 64 containers. That's a different kind that you can buy. Hi, Gail. Welcome. Yeah, Craftmates are great for smaller color number kits because there's 56 in that. This has 64. Art Dot also has a zippered one that has those little screw-on pots of 60 count. And then there's what's called Elizabeth Ward storage, but it's you can either buy the name brand or the non-name brand. An example of that. Now, these ones are mixed and matched, but it looks like this right here. It has different sized containers. So like some are really, really big. Some are incredibly teeny, where if you've got very, very little diamonds, then you put very little diamonds in there. There's, all different sizes, but the nice thing is that they have like this little thing right here. They pop open like that. And these actually fully come off too. So like you can take them all the way off if you want to. And these come where you get various, I think you get 6 of the large size and then it like goes down. You get you get like a row of these teeny ones, a row of a little bit larger than that size, like 2 rows of that. You get a mix of sizes when you get this kind, but these are a little spendy. I think it cost me $20 for one of these, but I found it on it's a knockoff brand and I found it on AliExpress. So you can get all different kinds of storage. This one, how many did it come with to start with? A lot. I feel like it came with, I feel like it came with like 84, 85. I do not know the answer to that question, but it's a good question. I bought 4 of them to begin with. Because I wanted to be able to mix and match containers. Highly recommend buying like 2 at a time just so you can mix and match them up. I personally like this storage a lot. Because you can fit more than one project in there. I feel like it was 80 something though. I have to look into that, Angela. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Somebody can figure out the answer to that. I'd appreciate it. That'll be a Sarah job. Hold on, I dropped my diamond. 82. Yeah, I think it's 82. I believe it's 82. I know it's in the 80s somewhere, but you can fit more than one project in there. And oh yeah, 45 and 82. Hi, Quack. What's going on, lady? Angela Quack is from Belgium. Well, Callie, welcome. Your brain is mush after work. Well, you don't have to worry. We're not trivia-ing it up today. 45 is the mixed sized one, and 82. Oh, 82 is the all smalls. It's all the teeny ones. So if you're doing tiny projects, like 30s by 40s or whatever, then an all smalls would probably work really well for you. I like the Craftmates. What were these? Like $20, I think, for the 56 container. This thing here was like $25. And then this right here was like $8 or $9. Both have like benefits and drawbacks, I feel like, but this one's been good. Absolutely gutted. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. There was just a coupon for 20 with tax. Oh, okay. For this one. Nice. Um, but yeah, I highly recommend upgrading your storage, upgrading your tray, and upgrading your pen. Those are like big, big, big things right there because you'll find that the rest of the accessories you'll spend money on those too. I mean, like light pads and putties and waxes and all that sort of stuff like that kind of comes as you keep, you know, diamond painting, but the tray, the pen and the storage are huge. They're huge for when you're like actually going to stick with it. Definitely. What do you got it about, Quack? What are you talking about? No sad times. No sad times. I know you were running into issues with like running out of drills. That would be not good. But yeah. What else you got, guys? Keep them coming. I'll answer any questions you got. Those are my favorite. Mountain Dew time. Had to get a new phone. Oh no. Can't miss me. Oh, good. I'm your girl. I'll be your girl anytime you want, Glory. Oh, I'm so sorry. Black, I'm sorry. That's horrible. Well, we'll be on chat after the live if you need to just, you know, unload or whatever. Very sorry to hear that. You're in my thoughts, girl. You're too young to have all this stuff going on. I'm about to shake my fist at higher power for you. Um, you know, uh I actually started diamond painting for like my mental health reasons. And I feel like a lot of people that end up starting diamond painting or sticking with diamond painting do so for mental health reasons. Like it's good for your brain. It's really, really good for your brain. And the other part I feel like is the community part of it. Um we I feel like the community that has kind of sprung up around my channel is so supportive and so um loving and caring, and I'm appreciative for you guys every day. It's nice to know that in the middle of the night, if I need somebody to talk to or what have you, I can jump onto the Discord and somebody's there to talk to. Um, it's been honestly just one of the best communities that I've been in. And it's weird that it's mine, but you know, sorry about that. That'd be my dog barking at people, talking. Beans, enough, dude. Bean, no, you don't need to bark at people. Calm down. No, talking. They're walking across the street. Sorry, guys. Beans is protecting the house from all of the scary, scary teenagers. One second. I have a Great Pyrenees for those who do not know. I've got a Great Pyrenees, and he thinks he's protecting me from all the teenagers on the street that are just trying to walk past the house, minding their business. Um, he's a good dog though. He's just loud sometimes. Um, but yeah, oh yes. And another must have was a desk lamp of some kind. Like I've got this one here, or a light pad or something. Because I can't, otherwise I can't do this. I have to be able to see what I'm doing. And having a lamp pointed right at what I'm working on is vital. I have a light pad, but I don't use it the way that I use my desk lamp. I've just found that the light pad is more trouble than it's worth. Mostly because like there's a button on the side of it that by just touching it, it dims it on you or whatever. And yeah, I could get one of those um the light pad button covers, but like, or they could just make it right so that it doesn't do that when I touch it. That would be great. So you can get a light pad. Maybe you won't like it. My dog. Yeah, my dog is a great I have 3 dogs actually. I have a Great Pyrenees, and then I have a Border Collie. She's pretty quiet most of the time. But my little crap starter, who usually starts the barking, is my Chihuahua. Um, all you know is the Bean. Yeah, Beans is my Great Pyrenees, and then Sugar is the Chihuahua, and Bowie is my Border Collie for David Bowie. Um, oh, we didn't we didn't get our sugar shaming time in yet, so we got to make sure we do that. This is Sugar. She's the one who usually starts everything. She's like, "What did I do now, Mom? What did I do? What did you do? Nothing. You're just cute. You're just cute. There you go. Thank you." She likes to. She expects. Yeah, she's come to expect her shaming on Tuesdays. Usually, it's a Tuesday shaming just for funsies. Because she's usually the crap stirrer in my house who likes to start the barking for literally no reason. Just she heard a sound, and any kind of sound will do it. She'll just start going off. Bowie the demon that she'll bite. Yes, Bowie is the demon dog that will bite anybody that comes into the house uninvited or invited. Just not. She's like just a hyper anxious border collie who uses her power for evil instead of good. Chihuahua is a 3-pound demon who's friggin' adorable. Yeah, she's a pain in my butt. That's all. She's a cute dog, but she's definitely a pain. Definitely a pain in the butt. See that I almost dropped my tray? That would have been cute. Then I'd show you how to pick up tray or how to pick up diamonds off of everywhere. I've got a little trick for that. I dumped a whole tray of diamonds onto the floor. Goodness, it was right after my son had vacuumed. And I picked these sticky things up. They're like you can get like a 5-pack on Amazon or whatever. And when you drop diamonds on the floor in volume, like I said, it was vacuumed, so there wasn't hair like everywhere like there usually is. But you just stick this down, and you can pick up all the diamonds off the floor, and then pick them off of this thing. Way easier than try to pick them up off the floor, but it's really like sticky. It works really well. That's my tip for you if you ever drop your diamonds on the floor, and you don't feel like calling Diamond Art Club to say, "Hey, I dropped all my diamonds on the floor. I need to replace them." It was a destashed kit, so I wasn't going to get my diamond insurance. So like, well, looks like I got to pick them up off the floor then. That's what I'm doing now. This is my life. So I sat down on the floor with my little sticky thing and picked up all the diamonds off the floor. A lint roller. Oh, lint roller. Yeah, that's a good idea too. I do have one of those. I don't have one of the rubberized ones, which is basically that same material. Um, I have a tape one, but I'm sure it'll work the same. Sure, be about the same thing. Beans, licking your boy parts, sir. Nobody wants to hear that, especially me, because I'm right next to you. Thank you very much. Getting all personal with yourself. Beans, really? Just hey, hey, come here, come here, come here, come here, Beans. He's looking at me like, no, I don't want to. I want to bark at everything, please and thank you. Dustin went to go donate plasma after work. Otherwise, usually he'd be here by now. Walkies. Come here. Yeah, I said walkies, but I wasn't talking to you. I was talking about you, sir. But he's got a big boy bark, and he likes to use it a lot. I don't even know what he's barking at. I don't see anybody. I don't hear anybody. Why don't you go lay back down, dude? You look so tired. Yeah, you look so tired. Anyways, so sorry about any scary barkies. I apologize. Usually they're quiet most of the time. No, I can't say the word at all. Oh, tape ones work better because you can lay it flat. That makes sense. Put floor drills in a separate bag so I don't mix the dirt with the rest. Yeah, there you go. Oh, an infuser basket. Look at Callie with all these little tips. I have one of those things, I think. The infuser basket thingy. Never even thought about it because I was like, I'm gonna need all the hair and dirt out of this. Because I don't have a lot of destashed kits where, when you buy them, you don't have your insurance anymore. And I can't afford to just go throwing all my diamonds on the floor. So I pick them up because that's the life you live when you drop your diamonds on the floor. And I don't want to buy diamonds that have different facets and whatever, different dye lots or whatever the issues might be. And so, yep, I will sit down on the floor and spend an hour and a half down there if I have to, picking up diamonds. And I know, like, yeah, you could use a nylon over a vacuum or whatever, but meh. I just I wouldn't want to run the risk that it wouldn't work and I'd end up sucking all my diamonds into the vacuum. I've seen people get those like they're like a handheld vacuum thing or whatever for their table. And I just I don't know. I've seen mixed reviews where some people say that those work like a charm, and then other people say that it was a complete waste of $5 or whatever. Experience multiple times. Yeah. Yeah. I'm guessing you only gain that knowledge from having to do it a lot. That's how that works. That is definitely how that works. You do it enough times and then okay. Make sure I was doing this correctly. But yeah. Write books. Yeah, we like books. Books are good. You guys have any other questions? Now that I completely abandoned the idea of trivia today and decided to make this a diamond painting tutorial day. I like it. I'm into it. One thing I did notice about the Bijou Bliss tray is that the like rows. The rows are in these. And so it works nicely for the old acrylic drills, I feel like. But I've noticed when I'm using like especially DAC squares because they're very they're tiny, that it makes the rows really wavy because they're so much smaller than the width of the rows. You know what I'm saying? So it makes it really funky. It's fine with like the old style squares. So like on other kits, I'm sure it probably works just fine for that. But on Diamond Art Club squares specifically, I've found that the rows are just a bit too wide. Because then it makes my rows wavy. Unless of course I like tip it to the side and then it works okay. So I'll use this with rounds, but I think with squares, it's not as effective. Just my one little gripe, I guess. How many whips? You drop diamonds and you lost them. Is there somewhere you can replace them? Angela, yes, there are lots of places. Quack, she's brand new to diamond painting, so she doesn't have any Diamond Art Club or anything like that. But if you drop your diamonds and you're just working on something from wherever, there's a few different places actually. There's a place called Diamond Drills USA. There's also another one that's called Diamond Painting Drills, and you can buy not just like plain diamonds from those places, but you can also get specials. Art Dot sells them as well. You can get a full set of 200 diamonds in each color, or you can get 1,000 diamonds in each color, or whatever. Where if you just wanted to buy the diamonds, you can do that. I save all of my old drills, all of them, from pretty much everywhere. And I label the bag with what color, like DMC code they are. And then if I need them in the future, like if I run out or if I drop them or whatever, I've got a whole couple of bins actually. And my storage system for my leftover drills is not great, but I'll show you what I got. Like right now, this is how I have my squares are in here. Ouch. And I have rounds just in like plastic baggies by colors. These are all my round ones. So I have like all my oranges in one bag with that. And then I've got, all of my different colors. And then I started separating them by kit. So like these are from different round kits that I've done. And then I save all of my leftover diamonds so that I don't them for anything I have extra. And then if I had to buy something, I could. But then that way I can check my stash of leftover diamonds first. And if I should happen to run out and I don't have anything in my spares, then I can either contact Diamond Art Club if it's eligible, or I can buy them from a place if I need to do that. But yeah, there's Diamond Painting Drills. No. Diamond Painting Drills is one company, and then Diamond Drills USA is another one. That's if you want to just get regular ones, or Art Dot is another one. Like I said, if you check out that Art Dot website, oh my gosh, there's so much stuff on there for really inexpensive, and they do ship to the UK, Marie said. So might want to check them out because they've got diamond paintings, they've got storage, they've got all sorts of stuff. As to your question, Quack, about how many whips that I have. Okay, I have, let me look at my book. because that will actually help me to answer a lot easier. The ones I've finished, but I don't know which ones I've got. Time for dishes. What's up? No, you're not going to miss all of it. We have a lot of new people on today, Marissa. A lot of new people. Okay. I keep all of my like works in progress or finishes or whatever in my book here. So let me see. Oh, done stuff. I want to make sure that this stuff is all completed. It's all completed stuff. Completed stuff. Completed stuff. Completed stuff. Completed stuff. All right, done. Okay. Loto Lunar from Lazy Rivercraft. She's a 60 by 82 in square. And I am like I'm about like here on it. That's one that I have in progress. Peacock Days. This is the one that's that high color count. This one is a 70 by 90, but it's 200 colors. So that one, kit up for that one took me 10 hours. Deep is another one. That one I had abandoned for a little while, but I'm going to go to that one and keep working on her. Lunum Pythonissum is another one. That one is a passion project. So that one I'm not rushing through because that one is connected to videos that I'm doing for a new level. Those ones are done. My mystery kit for September, because we're doing a mystery diamond paint along. Morgan is done. My Bella Art is another whip that I have going. That's from Bella Art Diamonds. Teffy, that's the one I'm working on now. Solstice. I have Solstice is about halfway done. I think that's it. Yep, that's it. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 whips right now. I'm not new to the YouTube, but I just tried to get on Discord and it did not go well, so I gave up. Oh no. Give up until you have more concentration time. Well, whenever you join us, hi Diamond Queen. Whenever you join us, definitely do so. We'll be happy to help you out if you need. If you have questions or whatever, just post it anywhere on there. Somebody can help you out. Definitely can help you out. But yeah, I have 8 whips going. One is a long-term project. That's the Josephine Wall. That one is going to take me as long as it takes me. I'm in no rush. If I start rushing that one, I would probably get frustrated and give up. I probably do need to do a square on that in the future because I haven't for a little while, but I'm not rushing it. That one is just being done when I feel like doing it. If I feel like picking up and doing a square, I pick up and do a square, but otherwise it's not something that I'm forcing myself to work on just because it takes a lot of concentration to do a high color kit like that. And you gotta really focus, you know what I mean? Definitely gotta focus on that. But where are we at for time? I got like 15 minutes left. And it's ended up not being at all trivia, but that's okay. I find that highly amusing. Is everybody still on that was on earlier? I know we had some people, some other new peoples that were on. They might have run away. We're like, all right, I've had enough of this lady talking about whatever. Oh my. Last section of Couch Dragon has started. Woo, yeah, there you go. All right, what else we got here? Colors, colors, colors. Okay. I got all my colors mixed up right now because I didn't even put them back in any order. I just stuck them in there. Just tossed them in. Angela's still here. What about who else was here? Let me see. Is Stacy still here? Who else? Yeah, Kim. Was Kim here still? Teresa. Everybody still here? Or do they all kind of boogie? It's okay if they boogied. I was just curious. Lord's here. Hello, Lord. Don't forget to smack that like button on your way around. What's your favorite painting to do? Animals, flowers. Hi, Viola. Flowers, etc. I like portraits. That would be my favorite kind of diamond paintings. I really just enjoy powerful women with really like pretty faces or magical in some kind of way. I think I have the most portraits for diamond paintings. I'm not really sure what it is that draws me specifically to that. I also really like abstract landscapes. My favorite, a couple of my favorite finishes actually were abstract landscapes. Try to follow. Actually, I can show you. Close that though. Stick stuff to it. Try to follow was one of my favorite finishes along the Canal and Basilica Venice. Ooh, new phone case time. So I can show you what those looked like. Can't show you that they're upstairs, but I moved things to my daughter's room for my finishes. This was one of the finishes that I did. It's called Try to Follow. That was a 65 by 87 centimeters. And then another one of my favorite finishes was Grand Canal and Basilica Venice. Another abstract landscape. I just like landscapes that look different than old landscape. Eventually I'll do a regular old landscape, but I like dragons. If I'm gonna do animals, they have to be like fantastical animals. They can't just be like a dog or a cat. It's got to be something really special, you know, like I like them to be weird or different in some sort of way to do an animal. And then landscapes, if I'm doing a landscape, it's got to be something like real weird or funky or special in some kind of way. Otherwise, I don't even mess with landscapes. But that's what I'm into. We do a live about food, just recipes and ideas to get out of food slumps. Like easy but good. Oh, that sounds fun. You lost a oh, you still didn't find that bag of drills? Oh no. Yeah. Quack loves landscapes. Yeah, doing one about food would be cool. Like, trying to think of what recipes I have where it's like either like good and quick or good and cheap or whatever. I make a mean pork chop. Tell you that. It took me I can't even tell you how many years to figure out how to make a good pork chop. And now that I know how, oh, my pork chops are so good. Like I was so disappointed in my own pork chops before, and now I'm pretty all right. What's up, Alex? Thanks for the love. Super, super appreciate it. I have a recipe thing in Discord. Oh, I could do that. At a recipe spot. Bowie enough with the scratchies, please. Thank you. Goodness. I could put a recipe spot in there. No problem. But speaking of Discord, we're going to be hopping over to the Discord pretty soon here. What we usually do after a live is we all get together on Discord in the general voice chat following lives. I do have a members only area. That's something that people will hop in like during the week. We do members only. We're planning a watch thing for, it looks like it's going to end up being Wednesday, the TV series or the Netflix series we're going to watch Wednesday together on the members only. If you become a YouTube member of my channel, then you have access to members only stuff in Discord. Otherwise, you don't have to pay anything for the regular chat. We do a chat after the lives pretty much every time. We call it Discord After Dark. That's because we usually get a little dirty and special on the Discord. But if you haven't yet joined the Discord, please, please, please join us. We'd love to have you. If you're new, we do tend to like put you in front of the question firing squad, and we ask you a bunch of questions about what you like to diamond paint or where you're from, all the things. We get to know you better, and then yeah, we just chat. I hope that some of you will be on the Discord later. Love to have you. Usually it's like about 15 or 20 minutes after the live. I'll jump in there. People are welcome to jump in there anytime before that, though. You don't got to wait for me. But I jump in there and we diamond paint and we chat about everything. All the good things. 84 colors on your landscape. Woof. That's a lot. That is a lot. But yeah, if you want to hang out some more, ask more questions. Otherwise, if you jump onto my main page for my YouTube channel, there's also should be a link there for my Twitch stream. I do a Twitch stream on Thursdays. I'll be back here on Saturday night, my time, 7:30 my time Central. But you are welcome to join there. Otherwise, if you go onto the Discord, there's all kinds of information on there about where you can find me, all my socials, all that fun stuff. But you are welcome to join us on Tuesdays or whenever on lives. If you just want to stick to YouTube, that's okay too. Totally up to you. But otherwise, it is getting to be about that time when I wrap up, you guys. It was an interesting one today. It didn't end up being totally fine. I enjoyed having a little bit of a break from the norm anyways. I like to mix it up every now and again, It's a good time. It's a very good time. But I hope that some of you will be on there. Sarah, I hope you feel better. I know you were worried about starting up a migraine, so hopefully that'll be better. You don't want to have that. Yeah, I usually stick around on here for a couple of hours and then we jump over to the Discord. And so hopefully, yeah, we'll see some of you there. And until then, y'all, I have lots of YouTube videos, Angela, if you want to check those out. My email address is houseofmiscellanea@gmail.com. If you have any other questions or you want to see some specific kind of tutorial video or whatever, either leave a comment on a video or shoot me an email. I'd be happy to help you out with whatever you need. And otherwise, you guys, I'm going to call it a wrap for the afternoon. Much super love to you guys. Thank you, everybody, for sticking around, for everybody that joined the chat today. And for any new subscribers, massive thanks for your subscribe. A lot. You have no idea. I'm grateful every day for you guys. And as ever, like I always say, I hope that wherever you are in this great, big, beautiful world, that you are having a lovely morning, evening, or afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you're at. I will see you again soon, okay? All right. Bye bye, you guys.